Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Encik Khairul Azhar. Today I would like to present about project DAQ, which is the title is Design Customer Counter Display. Okay, for the group member, my name is Muhammad FAQRULLAH EIZANIE and my partner is REVAITHI, RASHWIN and NUR'AIZAT. Okay, first of all, for the flowchart, first flowchart will start and we'll go to the LCD display, maximum capacity customer, and go to the counter data initial equal to 0, and go to the counter data store, and go to the PIR sensor, and 3 detect human. If no, it will be go back to the counter data store, and which is mean when it's yes, it go to increment counter by 1. The LCD will display the counter data and data over limit. If yes, LCD will display the over limit and go to the buzzer on, which is it go to the counter data initial equal to 0, and it is if it's yes, PI counter exit detect human. If no, it will go to the data over limit back, and PIR sensor exit detect human. If yes, decrement counter by 1, and if no, it will back to the counter data initial equal to 0, and if yes, LCD display counter data and the system is end.
Hi, I'm REVAITHI KALIMUTHU going to present about input and output of our project. First is Arduino Uno as a main board. Arduino Uno is a microcontroller board based on the ATmega328P. It has 14 digital input and output pins, can be used as PWM output, 6 analog inputs, a 16 MHz ceramic resonator, a USB connection, a power jack, an ICSP header, and a reset button. It contains everything needed to support the microcontroller. Simply connect it to a computer with a USB cable or power it with a AC to DC adapter or battery to get started. Next is input of our project is passive infrared sensor, which is PIR. PIR sensor utilize the detection of infrared that is radiated from all objects that emit heat. This type of emission is not visible to the human eye, but sensor that operates using infrared wavelength can be detected using activity. The PIR sensor itself has 2 slots in it. Each slot is made of a special material that is sensitive to IR. When the warm body leaves the sensing area, the reverse happens. Whenever the sensor generates a negative differential change, these change pulses are what is detected. Next is output of our project is first is buzzer. A buzzer or beeper is an audio signaling device which may be mechanical, electromechanical or piezoelectric. Typically uses a buzzer or beeper include alarm device, timer, and confirmation of user input such as a mouse click or keystroke. The buzzer consists of an outside case with 2 pins to attach it to the power and ground. When current is applied to the buzzer, it causes the ceramic disc to contract and expand. Changing this can cause the surrounding disc to vibrate. That's the sound that you hear. The second output is LCD display. LCD 16x2 is a 16-pin device that has 2 rows that can accommodate 16 characters each. LCD can used in 4-bit mode or 16-bit mode. It is also possible to create custom characters. It has 8 data line and 3 control line that can be used for control purposes. A LCD at the entrance uses a simple way to inform customer whether they should enter or whether the maximum occupancy has been reached and they should wait. When other customer exit, the screen will update accordingly.
Next, we will look into circuit diagram. This is the schematic circuit of our system. It consists of Arduino Uno, a pair of PRI sensor, this is entrance and exit, LCD, potentiometer, and a buzzer. Once the system is on, the LCD display will show the maximum 5%, and on the second line it shows the number of people in the shop. Second, for this image, as you can see, 3 people has entered the shop. This is where the PRI at the entrance detect maximum number of people in the shop, which is 5 people. And the LCD alert the other people not to enter by showing maximum percent. Now the system is alarming using the buzzer because more than 5 people has entered the shop and the LCD shows over limit. As the PRI sensor detects people exit, the alarm goes off and the LCD start to show maximum people again. And as the people start to exiting, the number of people will reduce, and if people enters again, and the numbers start to gain.
Okay, for the connection, IR sensor which is that used in this system, when it in trance, the signal of the PIR sensor is 7 and the power go to the positive and the ground go to the negative. And the PIR sensor for exit, the signal it will use port 6 and power go to the positive and ground go to negative. For the potentiometer go to the LCD, the terminal 1 go to the positive, wiper go to the V0 for the LCD, and the terminal 2 go to the ground. And for the LCD RS, we use the port 2, RW negative, and E go to the port 11 Arduino, DB4 go to the port 5 Arduino, DB5 go to the port 4 Arduino, DB6 go to the port 3 Arduino, DB7 go to the port 2 Arduino, and LED go to the positive, and LED which one more is negative. Okay, for the buzzer, the positive go to the port 10 of Arduino, and negative go to the negative which is ground.
Now we will look into program. This is our coding for our project, and here we have included our liquid crystal LCD, and our LCD has been declared the ports at 12, 11, 5, 4, 3 and 2. For the sensor 1 which is at entrance is 6, sensor 2 which is at exit 7, buzzer as the alarm at 10. All these ports are in digital, and we have set the limit for the entrance which is 5, and here we have set the display for this startup. It shows up down counter, and the second line will show the visitor counter, and we have the integer A and B to read the sensor, and we have delay, and we have set the alarm alarm at this LCD to show maximum 5%, and if the sensor detects 5 person at the entrance, it should show max person. And for the LCD, it should show inside shop for the number of people. And at here, if the customer is over than 5, it should alert by showing over limit. And if there is no customer, it's still return back to inside shop with 0. And our program ends here.
Now I'm going to present about drawing of our system. This is our drawing for our project. Here will be the entrance and here will be the exit. Here will be the LCD placed so that the customers can see the count whenever enter to the shop, and also it will change accordingly when the customers exit. We use PI sensor for detect the people's entrance. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, for the project demonstration. Okay, when the PI sensor detect the entrance, the LCD will show the 1 person inside or 2 person inside, which is the limit is 5. Okay, which is the people is exit from the shop. Okay, this is the max person 5. So buzzer alarm will detect the person, which is the over limit. Okay, that's all for the project demonstration. For the briefing of the system, in this assignment, which is this system, we have been assigned to design a customer counter display system. In this system, we must display maximum number of customer in a shop and count them, and the maximum number that we declare only 5 peoples only. Then add if customer go in the shop and subtract if customer exit, and alert if more than maximum number. In this project, we use 2 same PIR sensor that measure infrared light radiating from object in its field of view. It is most often used to sense of motion, almost always used to detect whether a human has moved in or out of the sensor's range. PIR sensors are commonly used in security alarm to detect customer when go in or out. The PIR sensor will send the data through Arduino and read input of the maximum number of customer, and then the sensor will detect the number of customer go in or go out. And if the maximum number are reached, the system will be alert by buzzer that show have maximum number of customer in LCD display. That's all from us. Thank you.